1 million march. 1 million man march for P2B overshadows independence celebration in Asaba. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The 1 million march that P2B's thronging supporters of the Labour Party presidential candidate went on Saturday severely disturbed the 62nd Independence Day celebration in Asaba, Delta State, according to Daily Post. Over 6 hours, the intimidating mob that had gathered at the Interbus roundabout at Inebisi Road in Asaba continued to grow. According to reports, the youth enthusiasm as they poured out of their homes in the city's various villages in the Delta North local government area as early as 7 a.m. to participate in the 1 million man march in Asaba. During the march, some of the B's followers, often referred to as Obedient, was interviewed by the Daily Post. The group reportedly witnessed more than a 1 million march, according to them, who went by the name James Iwena. We are doing a 1 million march in support of P2B, but what we saw today is no longer 1 million. He stated there are around 2 million people present, as you can see. Up until recently, we had to pick between two bad options. But as things are, P2B is the lesser of two evils. We, the youth, will support Obi in the landslide in 2023. He urged supporters to make sure they acquire the PVC so that their effort will not be in vain, and the hopes that the 1 million march will result in PVCs in Asaba. Few people were there as Governor Ifeanyi Okowa at an Asaba Independence Day celebration. While asking the populace to remember the sacrifices made by leaders who battled for independence, Okowa, who was represented by his deputy Kingsley Atuaru, said that October 1960 would always be a memorable day in the lives of Nigerians. Well, before now, it is a few people, permit me to say, it is those in government that celebrate the 19 Kinikon, yes, and a few schools. But I want to tell you that from September 29th to September 30th, I see messages of no send me that happy independence on a new month 9 days tomorrow. That is what I get. I get it if people post it on their social media status. They don't wish me, this happy independence. Why? Because if you look at them, tell me what is there to be happy about. A 62-year-old man who has no education, who has no things are not going well for him. There is nothing going well for him as a person. Now you go tell me that person will be depressed. The person will be depressed. In fact, that when it's time for his birthday, the fact that he has not achieved much or anything rather, and his aging will even hurt him the more. He will make his day, depressed the more. So that is the attitude of some of us. Some of us, we know even when you see a year say, oh, Independence Day, no day. You understand? We don't even care. But something different is happening. People are now saying something to look forward to. I've said it before, that some people who are living on borrowed patience, they are holding themselves together with their resources to make sure, make them crawl. Even if not crawl, then crawl. Enter 2023, they manage to do election, then after inauguration, then they live on borrowed life. Some people are like, okay, let me hold on till that time, hopefully think sincerely. I keep saying it, just like the writer wrote here, the writer of this article wrote, they have been having to choose, or we rather have been having to choose between the lesser evil, two of the lesser evil, which is not a good idea. Before, it was only PDP. They maintained the status quo for a very long time. And when the power was snatched from their hands, it became two. And then we were thinking, okay, because a rival came in, maybe one would sit up. But never. It was as if that one will come himself, come make things so nyama. And they tell you, it now made things worse. And so, things now became worse. It was like having to pick how you die. As in, they say, how you go still die, sha. You go say me pick poison, or you pick gunshot, or you pick knife. Do you understand me? Or they're saying, okay, they are standing between the level and the deep blue sea. Which one you will follow? This does not make sense. I keep asking myself, what would it have been? How would they sound? Say there was no third movement. Like, how will it sound if had it been Mike and other members of the PDP did not frustrate Obi, most especially Wike, did not frustrate Obi out of the PDP? What would have happened today? We would not have a choice, and then fellow Nigerians, we don't get choice. A lot of people would not have come out together at PVC. Some of them, yes, because I could tell you for not for joking business now. Some people say then go do that PVC, but then go use them because the old one then get don't old. Some you don't wash, they need to get another one, or some that didn't have say, my make I get means of ID now. That is just it. They're not doing it to vote, but people came out. This time around, people came out to do it to vote. I asked a good number of persons, and they were like, the first time, so they say this time will be the first time in a long while that he's going to be looking. I was even telling the person, okay, you need to even go and make sure that it can still work. And if you're not staying in that environment that you register, you have to go and let them change it. I was telling a few people. So they saw something different. And the thing is, this this particular is no longer an Obi movement. This is a movement of the Nigerian youth trying to take back the country. Now, which I want to make them understand. So make PDP and APC make them know they say and say Obi. This one is not an Obi issue. This is the Nigerian youth wanting to take their country back from the people. We need to wake up and, put somebody there so that we can hold that person accountable. Very, very important. Before now, we did not know we can hold these people accountable. Why? Because a lot of people, what they do that time is election now. Election day, they come and give you 5,000, 10,000, 2,000, one pint of or mudu of gari, or the stand, or one cup of whatever, and they give you seasoning cubes, and they give you whatever, and you go and they give you maybe 500 or 1,000 or more. At the end of the day, what happens? They collect your ability to hold them accountable. That's your vote selling. It is beyond vote selling. It's beyond give me a vote for me today. It is give me this thing and make sure you do not open your mouth to ask me for any other thing. That is what it means. You don't get to ask me about infrastructure. You don't get to ask me about your education. You don't get to ask me about the health sector, good hospitals or good facilities in the hospital. You don't get to question me about good roads. That is what, if you don't, that is what it is. If you have been selling your vote, that is it too. They have sold the ability to question them. But now, if we put in somebody who, now we put them there, or guy, if you not do well, then we will collect autoporously. Your name will there in history as a very bad person. We are not going to stop. So I am happy that this kind of a wickedness, you don't do. I'm just hoping. And the person that said get your PVCs, I beg, they say they do PVC. I thought YX said, I say YX. INEC said they were not going to be having PVCs again. They're not registering PVCs. Please, they're still doing PVC. Maybe you should make it open so that people, I tell you that a lot of people could not do it. So, and I think this PVC thing should not just be only during elections. I feel they should have an office where we say people will go do the ID card. You understand? And it is called PVC for a reason. I don't see why I would get a PVC and I'll still need to go and change it or do whatever. They should make it work as in you don't do and one is one. Then they can say okay, if you don't use them 2 times, maybe for 8 years you can go and renew because maybe you must have relocated. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.